On Sunday, Heartland aired another captivating episode that delved into the complexities of relationships, the influence of past decisions, and the constantly shifting reality of life on the ranch. In this installment, Jack faced the challenge of Hudson's gossip while taking an unexpected step to secure Heartland's future. At the same time, Amy assisted a polo pony in overcoming its fears, leading to deeper insights into Nathan's struggles and bringing them closer. The episode also featured introspective moments for Lisa, Katie, and Jessica, with Jessica confronting a tough decision about her family. Curious to learn more? Continue watching this recap of Heartland Season 18, Episode 4. At the beginning of the episode, Amy faced a surprise task when Lou asked her to help a troubled polo horse named Maestro. The horse, bought by Rick, was meant for a charity polo match and as a special gift for a visiting dignitary with royal ties due to Maestro's connection to the dignitary's late favorite horse. However, Maestro struggled with a fear of the mallet and became nervous around charging horses, issues that needed quick fixing before the match. With Heartland Beef sponsoring the event and catering the dinner, Lou pressured Amy to ensure the event's success. Amy sought Jessica's help due to her polo background, but Jessica's personal distractions led to an accident, showing that a new approach was needed. Following Nathan's advice, Amy took Maestro on a trail ride with Nathan and his horse, Montana, which helped calm Maestro around other horses and open spaces. The final challenge was getting Maestro comfortable with the polo mallet, and Jessica had a clever idea. She suggested leaving the mallet in Maestro's stall overnight to help him get used to it, and it worked perfectly. By the episode's end, Maestro was ready for the match, and ticket sales had nearly sold out, bringing relief to everyone. Amy and Jessica even played a bit of polo together to show off Maestro's progress. This storyline was a refreshing change for Amy, as it not only helped her family and friends, like Lou and Rick, but also gave her the chance to collaborate with Nathan and Jessica, instead of working solo or just with Logan. It was great to see Amy and Jessica enjoy their hard work by playing polo with Maestro and a Heartland horse. Lou had more on her plate than just Maestro in this episode, as rumors about Heartland Beef's financial troubles and a possible ranch sale spread through Hudson. The gossip started at the barbershop, where Loose Lips Leo was sharing the news, which worried Tim and Lou because it could hurt the business and the polo event they were sponsoring. Tim decided to find out where the rumors came from and learned they started after Heartland's fallout with Garland Foods. The speculation had even reached the point where people believed Garland dropped Heartland Beef over quality issues. Lou tried to counter the rumors by having Rick speak positively about Heartland Beef, but it didn't help, leaving her and Tim frustrated. While Jack seemed unconcerned at first, he eventually came up with a plan. He returned to the barbershop and confronted the rumors head-on, telling everyone that Heartland wasn't struggling. In a bold move, he announced they were expanding into the bison business, which quickly silenced the gossip. Tim and Lou were surprised by Jack's sudden decision to start raising bison, but they agreed it could help secure Heartland's future. Now, they're ready for the challenges that come with this new venture, hoping it will turn things around for the business. In this episode, Amy's storyline with Nathan took another turn as she struggled with her feelings for him. Early in the episode, Amy saw a woman leaving Nathan's house when she dropped off a shared well agreement for him to sign. This encounter raised doubts about Nathan's honesty, especially considering her past experience with Finn, and Nathan didn't offer an explanation. Later, Nathan came to Heartland to return the signed agreement and suggested helping Amy with Maestro by going on a trail ride. She agreed, though hesitantly. During the ride, they talked about the woman Amy saw, and while Nathan assured her there was nothing romantic, he didn't reveal who the woman was, leaving Amy uneasy. Amy shared her concerns with Nathan, explaining her past with Finn, and suggested they keep things simple as just friendly neighbors since she wasn't willing to deal with secrets again. The next day, Nathan showed up at Heartland, inviting Amy to his ranch to finally clear the air and be open with her. Amy was unsure about accepting Nathan's invitation to his ranch, especially after Lou expressed concerns. Despite her hesitation, she decided to go and finally got some answers. At Nathan's place, he opened up about his father's Alzheimer's. explaining that the woman Amy saw was his dad's nurse. She even met Nathan Sr., who mistakenly thought Amy was her mother, Marion, who had once helped him with a horse. Nathan's honesty about his father's illness showed Amy a more vulnerable side, and she assured him he wasn't alone in facing it. This moment marked a turning point in their connection, hinting that there could be hope for their relationship. Now, the question is whether Nathan will continue to be open with Amy or fall back into keeping secrets. Relationships require honesty from both sides to truly work. In Heartland Season 18, Episode 4, Jessica faced a tough personal dilemma. At the start, she shared with Tim that she landed her dream job as the official photographer for a team studying endangered wild horses in the American West, a rare opportunity that would take her away for a month. However, her plans were shaken when she received a letter from her estranged father in New Hampshire, asking her to visit because of his declining health. This request left Jessica torn, as her father had abandoned her and her mother years ago, and visiting him would mean giving up the job. Throughout the episode, Jessica struggled with whether to see her dad. After a heartfelt talk with Tim, where she admitted fears that her father just wanted to ease his guilt rather than reconnect, she decided to visit him on her own terms. She managed to arrange a late start with the photography team, allowing her to see her father first. Jessica chose to make the trip alone, but invited Tim to join her later in Arizona for part of the expedition. This storyline was intense and emotional for Jessica, as she grew stronger by confronting her past and finding forgiveness, while also experiencing Tim's unwavering support, no matter what she decided. In this episode, Lisa's story took a reflective turn when she discovered she still owned a burial plot next to her ex-husband, Dan. This led to her and Jack having the death talk to discuss their end-of-life plans for the first time. Their initial conversation didn't go well. Jack was clear about wanting to be buried at the Heartland family cemetery next to Marion and Lindy, but Lisa was hesitant, preferring to focus on living rather than making plans for after they passed. This left Jack worried that mentioning Lindy bothered her, but Lisa was actually struggling with the idea of death itself. To cope, she treated herself to a white sports car, symbolizing her desire to embrace the present. However, after selling the burial plot next to Dan to Val Stanton, Lisa had a change of heart. She told Jack that while she wanted to enjoy life together, when the time came, she wished to be buried at Heartland by his side. Watching Lisa and Jack navigate planning for the future while still embracing life was heartwarming. Discussing death may be uncomfortable, but it also reminds them to cherish the time they have left together. In this episode, Katie faced a tough choice as she navigated young adulthood. After a visit to the library, Brandon, the boy she met in episode 1703, invited her to a monster truck rally. But when Katie stood up for her opinion in her writing class, the teacher, Jasmine, encouraged her to join a post-class discussion at a wine bar, leading Katie to skip the outing with Brandon. Unaware that Brandon saw the rally as a date and was waiting for her at Maggie's with a red rose, Katie focused on her conversation with Jasmine, keeping her age a secret. The next day, when Katie ran into Brandon, he confronted her about ditching him. Brandon, clearly hurt, admitted he liked her and was nervous about their date, surprising Katie since she didn't realize it was a romantic gesture. Katie told Brandon she didn't want to change their friendship, which left him disappointed. It was interesting to see Katie's dual sides, her mature persona in the writing class, and her more carefree self when she was with Brandon, ready to try something new. Although it was a bit disheartening to see her turn Brandon down, it might have been the right choice for her. However, there's a concern that by choosing the writing class over spending time with Brandon, she might be growing up too fast, missing out on embracing her teenage years. Here are my final thoughts on Heartland Season 18, Episode 4. I really enjoyed the sweet moment between Lou and Rick after Amy and Jessica demonstrated how much Maestro had improved. Rick shared his exciting news about making Catesby, England, Hudson's first sister city, and Lou expressed her pride in his achievements as mayor. It was heartwarming to see their friendship thrive even after Rick's election win over Lou, showing there's no rivalry, just strong camaraderie. The episode was full of touching moments, from Jack's bold decision to save Heartland to the deepening honesty in Amy and Nathan's relationship, along with Jessica confronting her past. It definitely set the stage for an emotionally rich continuation of the season. Are you optimistic about Amy and Nathan's future, or do you think they still face challenges in their relationship? What are your thoughts on Jack and Lisa discussing their plans for the future? How do you feel about Jessica deciding to visit her dad? And what did you think of Katie wanting to keep things platonic with Brandon? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and insights on the latest episodes.